Ladies and gentlemen, this is Lions Den with another news and commentary. I want to give a shout out to B Miles from the Constance channel of this article. This article comes from express.uk. Um, and I think this is a major distraction from the impeachment story. This story right here could affect everybody. Okay? And it says Iran could be destroyed in devastating shock and awe blitz under leaked U.S. war plan. And remember, I've been talking about this story time and time again, that the United States, this is the go-ahead of going to war with Iran. And they said Iran, regardless of what's going to happen, Iran is ready for any war against the West, against the United States. So I'm going to go ahead and read this article. It says, quote, Iran could be annihilated by U.S. in a devastating shock and awe attack which would destroy the regime overnight, leaked documents show. And I'm going to get in and read this. It says the war plan codenamed Theater Iran Near-Term Tyrant is believed to be the blueprint for a strike paving the way to crush the country's power base within 24 hours. A war on Iran has been on the Pentagon's drawing board for more than 10 years. The leaked plans have reemerged amid rising fears of an imminent conflict after Tehran's missile and drone strike on Saudi Arabian oil plants. I'm going to stop you right there. See, this is a concern for, all these years, right? Because remember, the Iranians don't, I'm going to put it like this, ladies and gentlemen. This is not Iran's fault. It's the Trump administration fault for walking away of the Iranian nuclear deal. And they know that. And all of a sudden, and the former U.S. Basically national security advisor, who's no longer there, who's a war hawk, has whispering Trump to go to Iran ever since he was a national security advisor, right? So if we go to war with Iran, I told you the consequences. And I believe this is why I know that this will happen. Because, when you talk about Democrats, talk about impeachment against Trump, and you're going to use this plan now to go to war with Iran, right? So if we go to war with Iran, I'm told you on my previous videos that if this is going to happen, the Iranian government will retaliate it by attacking Israel with their Scud missiles. I'm telling this, and then there's going to be major consequences. Because again, the Iranians have allies. This is not Iraq. This is not Syria. This is Iran we're talking about. See, Iran has Russia and China on board. And end up possibly World War III. But since with this impeachment story going around now by the Democrats, by Congress, this is why this may happen now. So I'm going to continue reading this. It says, the leaked plan, as they said, the leaked plans have been reemerging, rising fears of imminent conflict after Tehran's missile and drone strike on Saudi Arabian oil plants. Dr. Dane Plesh and Martin Butcher examined the blueprint on how the U.S. attack would unfold. Their study concluded the U.S. made military preparations to destroy Iran's weapons of mass destruction, nuclear energy regime, armed forces, state apparatus, and economic infrastructure within days, if not hours. See, they claiming that Iran already has a nuclear weapon that could attack the United States, which basically we don't really know if that Iran really has that or not, but this is what they're claiming that Iran already has. But we basically had a nuclear agreement on the table, and the Trump administration was the one walked out of the agreement, walked out of the nuclear deal. And this is why this is happening. So I'm going to continue to say any attack is is likely to be on a massive multi-front scale but avoiding a ground invasion. The blueprints show Iran's nuclear plants and facilities would likely be destroyed first. While conventional weapons will be used instead of nukes, the attack would still crush Iran's military strength in little more than a day. Under Tyrant, cruise missiles will be unleashed from ships in the Gulf and bombs dropped from B-52 and B-2 warplanes. More than 10,000 targets will be battered according to Tyrant's plans. Planes could fly from the British territory of Diego Garcia in the Indian Ocean, Saudi Arabia, and the United Kingdom. There is current only one U.S. Navy aircraft carrier deployed to the Gulf, the USS Abraham Lincoln. Tyrant plans to highlight how 6 carrier groups can be dispatched off Iran's coast at just a month's notice. The intensity of the air raid would mirror the shock and awe tactic used on Iraq in 2003. This attack method saw the country's defenses crumble before an invasion swept dictator Saddam Hussein from power. The war plan also involves NATO and Israeli forces. The plan was leaked by William Arkin, a former U.S. intelligence analyst, in 2007. The document does not mention the use of cyber attacks on power stations, government offices. It could be used along bombs and missiles in bid to bring the country to its knees. Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif told NBC the U.S. already started a cyber war with his country. And I'm going to wait until, okay, I'm going to continue reading this. It said the Iranian official cited Sputnik, a computer virus widely believed to be a joint creation between the U.S. and Israel. It is blamed for disrupting thousands of Iranian centrifuges in its effort to damage its nuclear program. Mr. Zero said the United States started that cyber war with attacking our nuclear facilities in a very dangerous, irresponsible way that could kill millions of people. He added, so there's a cyber war and Iran is engaging in that cyber war. But the United, any war that the United States start, it won't be able to finish. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, the end of the article. And see, this is basically disastrous if this war happened. And I told you in my previous videos that because of this impeachment story going on here in the United States, the war plan has already, and I told you before, it's a go. And this is why I said, ladies and gentlemen, that we cannot ignore what this is about to happen. And I told you, if the war run happens, it's going to be retaliation, and Israel going to be involved in it. But I'm going to tell you, the Iranians going to attack Israel. And I'm going to tell you like this, this is going to be devastating. It's going to be disastrous, especially when this situation going on with the impeachment happening, right? So this is concerning. And again, the Iranian allies like China and Russia, and remember, and also the Europeans ain't going to be involved in it anyway, because they're going to say, well, you guys walked out of the nuclear deal. And so when you walk out of a nuclear deal, again, that is why the Iranians are so basically now are preparing this war to happen. And China and Russia already said, you know, they're already sided with the Iranians on this. And it's good, possibly if they attack Iran, then China and Russia might end up helping the Iranians. So we basically are in serious, I'm telling you, that we are in serious trouble if this is happening. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. And this is from Iran. It's in this video, and I'm going to continue playing this, and then I'm going to finish the rest of my commentary. I'm going to go ahead and play this. So here it is. Hopefully it plays, but if not, I'm not worried about it. But I want you guys to hear this because this is very, very important. And again, this is not good. Okay, it's not working. But anyway, what we're seeing, ladies and gentlemen, is that, here in America, they're talking about impeachment for this president, and they already made plans, an invasion of a war against Iran. And then, according to this, according to the Express.uk, we already know the war plan called Theater Iran Near Term Tyrant. And again, according to this, it's going to happen within 24. They're going to crush the power base within 24 hours. Okay, I think this video about to be played, but I want you, if not, then I'm not worried about it. I'm gonna go ahead and let you listen to it. Okay, it's not working, but ladies and gentlemen, this is not good by any means. And a war against Iran, this is not. Basically, this is going to show that we're not. This is not good for all sides, from their side and our side. It's not good, and it's going to be major consequences if this has happened. So let me know what you think about this article. Like, click, and subscribe. And remember to click the notification bell for all the news and commentary. With that being said, this is Lions Den signing off. Deuces.